Trump just made a disgusting and immature joke in attack on Russia probe. President Donald Trump is getting stale. His tweets, which are filled with lies as their default reason for existence, no longer contain the spark of creative insult that was once shocking coming from a man whom some people assumed would at least try to act presidential once he was in office. Perhaps we've just become inured to his hyperbolic acidity. Or perhaps Trump is losing the mental acuity necessary to attack his opponents with the same zest and zeal that he once threw into the game. Take his tweet this morning aimed at Representative Adam Schiff, DCA, with a side assault on Special Counsel Robert Mueller. Donald J. Trump tweet at Real Donald Trump. So funny to see little Adam sit, DCA, talking about the fact that Acting Attorney General Matt Whitaker was not approved by the Senate, but not mentioning the fact that Bob Mueller, who is highly conflicted, was not approved by the Senate. Freudian slip, typo, or juvenile scatological pun? Trump's misspelling of Rep. Schiff's last name may or may not be intentional, but you'll have to judge for yourself. With the tweet still up an hour after its initial posting, it seems like it wasn't intentional and describing Schiff as little. Trump couldn't be bothered to go to the trouble of inventing a unique pejorative for the congressman, who will soon be chairing the House Intelligence Committee and investigating the bejesus out of the president and his administration. Instead, he merely recycles a nickname he had already bestowed upon both Senator Marco Rubio, RFL, who is 5'9" inches, the average height of an American male, and Senator Bob Corker, RTN, who at 5'7" inches could at least be described as such accurately, if not charitably. Schiff, who stands 5 feet 10.5 inches tall, deserves a more accurate and more creative appellation than Trump can be bothered to muster. Come on, Donald. Put some effort into it. It goes without saying that the substance of Trump's tweet is completely false. Annoyed that his scheme to place Matthew Whitaker as his protector in the Department of Justice in the role of acting attorney general may be jeopardized by the inconvenient constitutional requirement that principal officers of the executive branch of government must be confirmed by the Senate, Trump just flat out lies about Robert Mueller. While Mueller may not have been confirmed by the Senate in his current role as the special counsel investigating Russian collusion with the Trump campaign and the administration's obstruction of justice, a position that does not require Senate confirmation according to the law authorizing the role, he was vetted and confirmed by the upper chamber of Congress on August 2, 2001 to become director of the FBI by a vote of 98-0. Mueller was appointed to the position by Republican President George W. Bush, and his 10-year term was extended for an additional 2 years by President Barack Obama, making him the longest-tenured FBI director since the days of J. Edgar Hoover. So funny to see little Donald Trump talking about his made-up lies again, but not mentioning the facts. Actually, scratch the funny. It's more like pathetic.